Right then, I think we're good to go once again. Are we live? Are we live? We are. Hello, hello, hello. Chat, talk to me. Seems like I can't get away from this channel. I was here yesterday. Zero luck last week as well. Yes, we're live. I'll let you in on a secret, you know. Every streamer questions if they're live or not, just to sort of break the ice. I know I'm live, I just sort of break the ice with that. Everyone does it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am very good, welcome. We are here for the Full Distance Cup SSR Round 6 in Belgium, Spa, 44 laps. We have a qualifying session and a Ferrari will be our starters here. I wanted to race in this, to be honest. We have 15 people, so it's good. Also, if you are new here, this is realistic settings, so Mercedes of course the quickest and Ferrari of course the slowest. Only one of the Mercedes though. Now obviously the Williams are the slowest and Mercedes the quickest. Yellow flag is out. It's a racing point of Bascombe. It actually span out. In qualifying, Stenner. My teammate. My Diamond Division. I don't know the word for it yet. Leader. We have Bradley Johnson kicking us off here. Already went wide. Most difficult part of the track. He could spin out very easily. And I wonder if he's on the wheel. Spent 2 hours practicing, but for the wrong track. The first time in his life Bradley Johnson sets a purple sector. This is up there with like top 3 favourite tracks. As he crashes. Oh yeah, I've got to address that, haven't I? That's stunning. Anyway, that's totally irrelevant. It's not this league. There's been a couple of Haas's giving each other some boosts. It's Kings and Joe. They're definitely in a party together. We have 9 people watching already. I can start like going into the mic a little bit. Like this. So, Bubble Sector 2 for Bradley Johnson, of course. He's the first one out. Let's see some predictions in chat then. Who's going to be pole? Might have to potentially see if I can get... We should. I wanted to. I opted to commentate and drive, but I thought it would be a bad idea. As Bradley Johnson is going to set a 150, I think. It's in the 50s yet. 150.5. Oleg is out next. 144. It's Jack Carl, I think. Yeah, he will be the one. Set the next lap. No, it won't. Budweiser 144.5. Apparently football. Come on, let's not take the piss. Jack Carl now. Get across the line, it's not too bad. 146. Very close to a 147 there. There's a Hammer Joe has seems to be a Haas off track there. It was Joe. And Hammer Joe. A 146 takes P3 for now, total 20, P4. Zampa there, 143. Go to Dubsy next. This is a 1463 P7 he goes. Get Formula Maxim next. I've been on this channel way too much. I'm trying to think where I was last. Oh, I was on the team event yesterday. I was commentating Tier 3 on Sunday. Otherwise I was a nasty trip. I was on the F2 on Thursday and I was here last week in the Full Distance Cup on the Wednesday. And I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm not too sure about the weekend though. Most likely. Formula Maxim. So it's a 146. See Pelk's Kingswell 144.6. We'll watch Bascombe next. So Ferrari has gone off track quite a bit here. Bradley Johnson. I know Zamba doesn't like swearing on this channel, but it's midnight one. I'm sure there's no kids watching. I don't know. I should be alright. I think Zamba will be cool with it. I think we swore a lot last week when he co-commentated after crashing. So, obviously I'd like Zampa to win, but if he crashes, hopefully we get him back. You know, reunite the duo. This isn't too bad from Basco. We're 145. It is P8. Halo invalidates for the second time. We'll go watch Echo next. Couple out in the mediums. Not a bad shot, being Zelda's only 15 in the lobby. Halfway through the qualifying session, purple set to 1 for Echo. The best the best commentary duo. I don't think there's been any other duos though on SSR. I've commentated with Joe before, and Chalupa. I'm trying to think. Tier 2's normally Flanders. Tier 1's AJ. And Tier 3, pretty much GB has that one. But you can never make it. Well, not never make it, but rarely make it. So Zampa normally takes over that one. I'll just hover around. If you like to. We'll talk about some other stuff. We're gonna get some new content. Sure, me and Zampa will probably have a Q&A or something. And that's a good one, we should have like a Q&A. But Echo crosses the line. 144.7. Out of setting a purple set to 1 goes to P5. SSR Joseph. Ronaldo. Joe. And what else do they call him? That's it really. Please, well, no rain, I was gonna say. We're saying please for the co-commentary. Yeah, hopefully no rain. One entertaining race. I did see a lot of adjustments to the session though, so maybe it's been fixed to some dry weather. It's a yellow flag out, it's McLaren Vecco. It's Maxim actually, he's gone for a spin. It's not tier 2, so it should be right. Yes, that's true. It's very true. It's a 100% race, surely some raid's gonna appear. SSR Joe takes P3 in the Haas. Two Renner boys, P1 and P2, then Haas 3 and 4. SSR Oleg in the Alpha Tauri. So 143 I think. Just about P2, he goes, breaks the pack of the Renner. Hamajo's going a bit quicker. Let's check him out. Do you see a Red Bull at 1220 though? I'm on commentary like, I don't know, about 3 times a week on this channel as Hamajo sets Purple 62. And I still use some crappy headphones via mobile phone. And not even a headset. It will be rain, wet, rain race. Oh no. Hamajo. 145 4 P8, he does go. Let's take a look at Zampa then. Our leader. It's a shame it's gonna rain. Purple sector 2 for Zampa there. Could improve. Oleg on his case. Halo yet to set a lap. But that is him in sector 2 now. And will Zampa beat his current lap? He does. It's a 143.4 now. Can Kings knock him off? I don't think so. Gets to P3 though. See if Hamajo can actually set a lap now. Be nice if he did. "13 people watching. If you're new, drop a follow, why not? Why not drop a follow? See, if you like blowing into the mic, it's annoying. Because I know you will hear it. I hear it worse. Do you know what I mean? Halo 146.1, P13 he goes. Roger Johnson validates, it's going to be a rough one for him. Kings is on a slow lap. Basco in purple sector 2. A little bit of a yellow flag. And there's a cart span out just ahead. Stubbs here. Basco goes quicker and goes to P8. Dobbsy's about to start a lap. I don't think Bradley Johnson's going to get a lot of pace here. What is this? Did he warm his tyres up? It's not a bad way to take the hairpin. Needed a bit more pace coming out of it though. We'll watch Dubsy though. At least you have a mic. I just saw a follow. I think we're on 220 now from Daniel Lortega. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Atletico Madrid and Barcelona have agreed on a deal worth £6 million for Euro. 6 million quid? What the hell? Panda Lover with a follow. 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 6. Thank you for the follow. 124,344 no 3.4,445,446 wet race confirmed. Yeah, I passed my maths GCSE. That was about it, really. Sam, just crash out, we can, reunite the duo. If anyone is new around here, 4th place picks the track for next week, so I think everyone knows what my track is. Dubsy does not improve that. But so Mexico won't be too bad, as Buddy Johnson's really struggling here. Can anyone knock Zampa off his perch? Everyone's on the soft tyres, I know it's a wet race, it's pointless going on the mediums. It's going to be rain at the start, and probably rain till the end. Maxim's improving. How high can you go though? He's got to get a lot more pace. Zampa retires, he's done. Total 20 as well. Don't think there'll be a big jump for Maxim. Could well get into the 44s. And does P8. Hammer going a lot quicker. No, he's not. Let's see if we can watch Oleg. Never mind. King's going out for one more. Joe not going out for one more. Bascombe retires. Yeah, we'll watch Hammer Joe. Slow in sector 1. Needs to improve a bit here. Wants to make the top 10. Bradley Johnson retires. 149.1. Maxim retires. Oleg's done. Zampa has a huge chance of getting pole. Conley. Payox Kings. Dobsy moves to P4. Big jump for him. Wasn't that quicker car? Hammer Joe's not improving, I'm afraid. Joe's going out for one more. King's just behind him, but they're giving each other some toes here. I invalidated 2 laps before the laps even started. Which is that one? And there's improvement. Echo into P3. Halo P13. So we've got Conley in sector 2 right now. That warming my tyres was in fact me debating whether to turn back, and I think you should have gone into the pits, to be honest. Going for one more. Fresh tyres. Hey, what do I know? I don't drive anymore, do I? I don't need to drive once for SSR, and it's always a shit show. What was it last week? Oh, Baku. Oh, yeah, that closed down, didn't I? That was Monaco before. It's Condi there, P6, he goes. Joe to P3. Payox Kings now. Final one to cross the line. Jumps into P3, takes it away from Joe. Very good for the Haas boys. And that will be as done. Jack Carl probably should retire, Just think of Canada in tier 2. Oh, it's gonna rain though, isn't it? Always rains for us. Always rains. Does that happen in Canada where if I brake, I get some sort of boost? I don't know if it's myself, so I might end up just like shoving someone off. I don't want to. I reckon everyone's asking Jack Carter, retire. So we can move on to the race. 14 viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, drop that follow button. Let's get 1 million followers by the end of the night. Why not? Anyway, that is qualifying done. Lamper in P1. Oleg into P2. PX Kings P3. Joe P4. I need to spill my drink then. Echo into P5, I think I said. Dubsy P6. Conley P7. Budweiser P8. Formula Max in P9. And Bascom in P10. Might as well mention Hammer, Joe Jack, Carl, Halo Tour, Total 420 and Bradley Johnson. 2 will make the rest of the pack up. 10 seconds to go. I think there's the rule of the strategy, so we're waiting on Oleg maybe to ready up, or Zampa. Anyone else banned for life? And look at the state of that. The wet race right there. So you'll see the podium right up there. It's got Bradley Johnson's name on it. Gamble all. You won't. Exclamation mark, gamble all. Do it. Hopefully we'll see the right people ready up. I think it's gone to these guys' systems to do what they gotta do. Just wait. Pax King's ready's up, Budweiser ready's up, so maybe not. I don't know who did it first. It does work. Hold on. How many points do these guys have? This isn't in my account, is it? 1,500. Look, watch. Wait, never mind it. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. 7's still buffering. But we are underway in Spa. It's a wet race. Everyone is on the inters. Great start for PX Kings. They're going to turn 1. Zampa remains in the lead. Joe on the outside, and look at all this. People go like 6 wide there. Zampa remains in front. PX Kings all over him. There goes Oleg and Joe. Someone goes wide. There's a yellow flag already. It's total 420. And Echo also. They might have had a collision there. Oleg overtakes Kings there. I think there's a cooldown on that stun. Conley overtakes Dubsy. Gonna be in for a long one, people. Settle down, chill. I just did a Google search. Zampa's gonna win that. I think it is this. See, there you go, and we lost. So now Zampa's going to kill me. See the strategy there? Yellow flag, it's a virtual safety car. Total 420 is wiped out. That's our first retirement after lap 1. Lap 2 will get underway shortly. It's cooldown on stand up at 30 seconds. AWS, that's Amazon Wheel Strategies. AWS. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them things. But what, I'm very close to Dubsy here. Dubsy leaves the room. Budweiser gets ahead. Echo in the pits. Another yellow flag is out to Ferrari jet car. Amazon Web Services, yeah, I don't know that, you know. Good for them. Call it what they want. But it's raining heavy. Maybe they'll change to the wet soon. Thanks, Google. Oleg retires. What's happened here? Can't see what's happened. Driver penalty speeding on the virtual safety car. Where's Oleg? See him there in sector 2. His car's disappeared. Won't see what happened. That came out of nowhere. Let's see what happened there. 2 down, we're only in lap 2. Oleg will be fuming. If you dream of a 4th place, we'll pick next week's track. Yeah, Oleg was P2. So, right now, every lap we've lost someone. Who's next? Bradley in the pits, got that drive-through penalty. Maximum takes a Conley. It's Haas second and third. Sampo in front. There is the next yellow flag, it's Budweiser. So look at the damage. It's not really anything, I think he just spun. Conley and Maxim. These two have had many battles. Hamajo and Halo in the Williams. And Hamajo will take P7. It's kind of lonely on your own, you know. Been commentating on my own for so long. I need a buddy. Zampa crash. If Joe crashes, you'll want to go and commentate. If Joe don't crash, finish the race. I beg. Zampa is 2 seconds ahead. He loves this track. Practices on it all the time, rumour says. And he will set the new fastest lap of 2 minutes. These yellow flags are out again. Hammer Joe cutting some grass. It's cutting some grass here. It's got a long way to get back onto the track. And into the pits he shall go. No. Just carry on. 10-second penalty for colour cutting there. I think so. Budweiser in the pits. Sector 1 is purple for Joe. Come on, we need some action. Budweiser's on the wets. Another yellow flag out. It's Hammer Joe again. Right, what? Jack car's on the softs. To be fair, it is drying up. You can see it there. It's west of rain. Who knows? I have no idea what the call is. I was gonna say it's basically dry. Oh no, what's happened here? And that's what happens when you got the wets on a dry circuit. He'll probably retire in the pits now. Knows he's messed up, probably retire. That'd be a third. Hopefully he can prove me wrong. The more people that retire, the less unstated it gets. And there we all go. And I think they'll just do the normal strategies, what they would have intended to do. But just 4 laps in. Let's have a look what they do. It's a soft job for them all, I think. They're gonna double stack. Joe's gotta wait. This is huge for Joe. They had to double stack, they were that close to each other. He gets into the sauce, but down the pile he will go. Behind Dubsy. Some have gone for the mediums. Kindly thinks let's go for one more. It's a strange choice. There we go, Kings and Zampana. Sure they'll go through this very clean. Zampa edges in front, then Kings with a big push there. Takes second. Budweiser still on the wets. Bradley still on the inters, and Conley still out. He'll pit this lap. I reckon he should have just pitted normally, but maybe he's gone for the non-double stack option. No, Budweiser will pit. See, Conley's lost so much time here. This was the wrong call. Into the pits he goes. And I think Zampa had a wet setup on. He's a lot quicker in the wet. And now he's got to defend again. This time he has Maxim. Right on the inside, why not? Why not? Why is Budweiser on the inters? Why is Budweiser on the inters? It's dry. Bradley pit. He's pit. Budweiser's gone inter, wet, inter. 18 people watching. Welcome. If you're new, drop that follow. Why not? Bradley onto the medium tyres. It'll be a medium to soft strategy. The soft guys probably soft to medium. Jack Carl sits the fastest lap. I'm sure that'll be broken very shortly. Is Budweiser just taking the piss at the point? he actually thinking he should be on it? I have no idea. Maybe he's playing wheel bingo. He wants every single tyre he's got. He needs the softs. No, he doesn't. He needs the softs, mediums and the hards. And he goes back into the pits once more. And there's the fastest laps coming in. Around the inside again, why not? Echo's in a bit of trouble. Overtaken by Bradley Johnson, overtaken by Jack Carl. Bit of contact there. Echo, penalty, Pasco and penalty. Zampa still hasn't crashed yet. Which means I'm all on my own. Just interact with chat, I know chat ask me questions or something. Actually, no, don't ask me anything yet, I need to see if I can change my Discord name back. Kings and Zampa are very close on my account. I don't count. Please can I change back? I don't want to be Joe anymore. Zampa does overtake Kings in the end. Yes! I changed it back. I'll send it around the inside. Oh, Zampa goes a bit too far. Surely Kings can get this off here. Speed, ERS, DRS. Okay, chat, I am back. Now you can ask some stupid questions. Zampa's lost out on Maxim and Kings. Hold on, drink's going cold. And yes, I did put the milk in first. It's cold. I can't see that, Stunner. I assume when follows happen, it all appears on the screen. We got really technical now. Budweiser's in a bit of a pickle. He's caused a lot of accidents by himself. So Halo overtakes Dubsy. Bradley Johnson and Jack Carr battling it out. Neck and neck. Is it cold tea? Cold tea? Freezing cold. Not by choice, as Foreign Maxim is in the lead, but I think Kings will get the job back done. Zampa there, watch him. Tetley, mate. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Zampa, Maxim. Zampa takes second. We're only at lap 9, guys. We're only at lap 9. I feel like we've half an hour. I know Total 421 commentate, Oleg one commentate is probably really pissed off. Zampa said if someone crashes and they can commentate, I get a co-commentator. King's might, Zampa will. Joe, please no. Don't know about Connolly, Bascom, I don't know. Halo, I'm not too sure. Dubsy, I don't know. Echo, I know has a mic, but I don't know if he comms. I'm a Joe, don't know of. Brett Johnson doesn't have a mic, does he? Don't know anything about Jack Carl or Budweiser. It's just Joe, Zampa and Kings. I know Connolly's a mic. It's not that I don't like commentating with Joe. It's just if me and Joe are commentating, it's really just going to be Joe commentating, I'm just going to be in silence, you know. Yeah. Zampa, Kings neck and neck here. And Jack Carl has retired from the session. It appears to be terminal damage. We'll take a look in the race directors, it's a virtual safety car. Terminal damage for Total 420, terminal damage for Oleg. And then terminal damage for Jack Carl. I'm going to suppose that Joe's forced to, if this stays like how it is, Joe will be picking the next track. I mean, Joe has a free choice of something, it's just... Bounced off barrier back onto track and you took out Jack Carl, oh no. Wish I could see that. Zampa and King still battling it out, as we're only into lap 11. We're only a quarter of the way through. Just 2 minutes lapsed. It's gonna rain again soon. Zampa and Kings neck and neck. Kings takes the lead once again. It seems to be a thing where if I commentate on Kings' races, he wins quite a lot. It's not 100% success rate, but it's very close. 99.9. This is another yellow flag, Budweiser once again. So the counter. We always do this, you know, when I'm on the comms, count how many times they spin. This is number 5, I'd say. So we're on 5. Zampa got a lot of pace going into that corner. And as Zampa will once again take up the lead. Got 20 viewers. I think we quadrupled the amount of viewers we had last week. It was a really bad time last week. We had like 5, and me and Zappa started commentating together, and it was like 10. If you haven't even enjoyed the content, drop a follow. We've already been here for 50 minutes. We're already lap 12. They're going at 2 minutes a lap, so there's 36 laps left. 36 times 2. 72 minutes. It's an hour and 12. Oh no, we could be here for 2 hours. Who picked Spa? Kings has lost a lot of time, he's a second away now. Advantage for Maxim. Joe's been caught and Connolly right behind. Right, let's play a new game. What lap's Joe retiring again? I'll say lap 25. Joe's in the pits. Retire in the pits. Why is he pitting? Also some sort of damage. It's a wing change. There's an M plate missing. Lap 22, I'm saying lap 25. Goes back out. P8. There's 20 people watching. No, excuse me, chat. I have a message to reply to. I've got to multitask by commentating at the same time. Let's look at the SSR FDC chat. Oh, there's some action here. Brady said if I hit anyone, sorry. There was a terrible 20FD crash. He said, I would love one fucking race without fucking rain. Fuck this shit. Never race. Next race I'm just retiring. It's raining. Fuck this. A lot of fucks. So as I've joined back, Maxim's lost a lot of time here. Nah, I think he's a little bit happy. Could you not tell? Who can we watch? You know what? Let's look at position changes. Very nice, actually. For Maxim. With your Oleg. It's a shame. It's a shame. Budweiser's picked 3 times. So I've got the fastest lap. What is it? It's a 1:48 from Zempa. Budweiser's already been lapped. Bradley Johnson's close to being. There's Zampa right behind. I just remembered I have college work due today and fuck it. What's more important? So it stands Conley's picking next week's track. I think he'd pick this week's track. So fuck you, Conley. Yellow flag, McLaren. Echo. Damage hunting, lost an end plate. Right, you ready for this? He's gonna spin again before going into the pits. Commentator's curse, you ready? Now. Damn it. Oh! What the fuck? Echo! I didn't mean that bad. Why is he here? What was that? Sorry, Echo, I just commented. Oh, I feel so bad. I said you was gonna spin, not take your wheel off. I feel so bad. I think that's going on the socials. There's a safety car out. Echo, you caused a safety car. For an instance, not even on the track. Just make sure that is clipped. Thank you for the follow, minted. I'm sorry, Echo. Just that was good. Unlucky about the race though, but if you're some of these guys, you're loving a safety car. Invite it to the game. What's the party? Got it. Bam. Oh no, I forgot what your username is. Echo. Free. What is it? I think it's 3x3. No, I've just invited to the game. Fuck. Echo 3x3. There we go. Make sure you tick the box, of course. May have just ruined someone's race. We won't talk about it. Just let me know when it's included.
Yeah, it's included.
So what happened when you crashed?
Oh my god. I don't know what happened, man. The front left tire just connected with the wall. I didn't expect it to happen like that.
I said you was gonna spin again before you pitted.
Oh my god. Yeah, my wing was completely like messed up, dude. I could not get control of the car again.
You can swear if you want.
Nah, I'm good. It's a stream, man.
I'm in trouble.
Ah. I feel so stupid.
I might have been partially to blame. I'm guessing you had the stream open.
Alright. Well, for race, we look like we got Zampa, Kings, Maxim, Conley, Bascom, Dubsy, Halo, Joe, Hammer, Bradley, and Budweiser.
You may have made this race more
Budweiser
interesting
from Budweiser from having a big old hiccup from enters, weds to enters again, is back into P11, is in a good position to get some points again.
Who are we waiting on? It's Williams,
Oh my god.
Hamager, and then he'll be in this lap, I think.
Ah, man. From when I was on track, Jeff did say we got 15 minutes until wet skin, so we might see that around, yeah, lap 22, 23.
Oh god. We've lost 4 people.
And then it's gonna be wet for the rest. Yeah.
Totally
That start
lost
kind of
that.
messed me up too. I got dirty air on that start, and that kind of unsettled the car going up Eau Rouge.
Oh yeah, you got taken out.
Nah,
So-
it unset the car from dirty air.
Okay. Budweiser's already been lapped by everyone.
So the top 7 is on 10 to 11 laps of mediums and softs.
Yeah, they'll probably make them last till the safety car in this lap. We'll get going very shortly. It's a huge lifeline for Joe. He had to pit for a new wing. Luckily, the safety car saved
Oh,
his race.
Budweiser is a lapped car.
And Bradley
I didn't know
Johnson
that.
is too. Yeah, Bradley Johnson is too.
Well, it's a battle for P10.
There's going to be some sort of crash here, I already know it. There we go, collision with Kings, 5-second penalty.
Ooh,
Zampa.
Zampa's not gonna be happy about that.
I bet it wasn't even a big touch. We'll have a look though.
As we get going
You took it away.
to the start-finish straight, Zampa, he wasn't able to get a start that he wanted. Kings is on the left side of him going into the first turn. Too wide, Mercedes and Haas.
They're just in this Ferrari.
What happened back here? We got a whole pile up with the back runners in the... Is that Halo? Yeah, that's Halo trying to get rid of the back markers.
In the back markers are scrapping. Bradley Johnson and Budweiser overtaking each
Budweiser
other.
goes wide trying to get over Bradley.
What's going on? Oh
And
no,
then
Bradley.
Bradley goes wide. Bradley spins out.
Why?
What are you doing, man?
That's a new one.
Bradley's overtake is engaged. What is he doing? Turn that off.
He probably doesn't know how to. He's on a wheel. He's new to it. Maxim's lost a lot of time though. He was in P3. Now she's overtaking Halo. Wheel to wheel. A little bit of contact.
As Maxim gets a 3-second time penalty.
Look at the time he's just lost. Halo's gained so much then.
Hammer Joe overtakes Maxim.
Check if he's got any damage.
Conley
He doesn't.
overtakes Maxim.
What's happened here?
He
Oh,
doesn't
Joe.
appear to have damage.
Overtaking Dubsy.
Maxim's trying to get Collie back. They're going side by side. The McLaren and the pink Mercedes.
I don't think Budweiser was ghosted for a little bit though. Pushed it back markers.
Two house boys are right behind each other. Joe's looking to get past Kings. Is Kings gonna let him by? Kings was gonna defend that, but he just lets his man by.
They're definitely in a party together.
As Bascom gets around Dub Z. We got a battle between Pink Lemonade over here.
Pink Lemonade? Who's Pink Lemonade?
Racing Point Mercedes.
Oh. 3-second penalty, Halo. Budweiser's just at the back of Dubsy. Could probably have taken, to be honest.
Haas is looking good, and Williams is looking good. Williams 6 and 7.
Haas 2 and 3. You wouldn't think this is realistic.
Oh yeah, this is realistic. Wait, okay, I got a question now. Hold on.
Kings is gaining on Joe.
We might see Kings try to overtake on the Upper Rouge again. Try to get back past Joe. Is Joe gonna let him by, or is Joe gonna try to defend that?
Benchmark's in the inside, no. Joe's got way more pace, fresh softs. We're all rain soon, you can see the clouds already. Getting a bit grey.
Yeah, that's the dark clouds are moving in.
Definitely 5 laps time.
Alright, Kings with the DRS. Joe gave him the slipstream, but it's not enough. The Haas boys need to figure out something to get the Zampa, or he's just gonna run away with this.
Of course, 4th place does pick next week's track. That will be Bascombe at the moment. What would you pick if you came 4th?
I can see Bascom getting it, but I'm also looking at Dub Z or Halo because they're not too far off.
But what track? Needs to be something different. We've had Spa, Silverstone, Brazil, they're all... and Austria, they're all quite plain. Maybe Singapore or Monaco, we can see. Spice things up a
Russia?
bit. Russia's nice. In Hanoi would be interesting.
Oh yeah, Hanoi would be good. Or we can go to the Dutch.
So,
Oh, what is Budweiser doing?
I don't know. He's in a mind of his own. Would cause some difficulty for
Russia's
Basco.
horrible.
Gets him back though. Never mind.
Bascom is on the back of Kings. Well, he's probably going to get the slipstream from Budweiser, actually. This game does give you the slipstreams from backmarkers, sadly.
Budweiser's in a world of his own. I think he's got rid of him for good though.
He's got to be kicking himself after those pit stops, though.
I don't know why he did it. He went to Inters to Wets to Inters to Inters.
Maxim gets another 3-second time penalty.
Connie's got some fresh mediums on. Stennis says Russia is horrible. Minter says China's fun. Let's not have China. I can't remember all the ones we had. We had Brazil, Austria, Silverstone, and Japan. Can't remember the other one.
How many hours do you think Zampa actually puts into the Renault since he knows that's the car he's going to be in? Because he's just running away with this race right now.
He practices this track
And
a
Majoke
lot.
is a 3-second.
So I've heard. This is really bothering me. I can't remember what the other track we did. It was Australia, it wasn't Bahrain, it wasn't Vietnam, it wasn't China.
Uh-oh, starting to see the sprinkles. The clouds came in.
Ooh. Can't remember what track it was. It's bothering me. I'm doing a YouTube check. A little plug, check out the Safe Space Racing YouTube channel. It's really bothering me. I can't remember. For Japan. We've had Austria. We had Silverstone. We had Brazil, what was the first one?
Bahrain.
That was China? Was it? I don't even remember that.
What?
Round 1 of the full distance cup was China.
Yeah, it was China.
Completely forgot we ever did China.
Because that's how I found out about the full distance.
56 laps that was.
So is the track wet enough for these guys to come in? Who's going to bite first? And the Haas boys need to figure out something because only one of them can go in unless they want a double stack.
Well, presumably they knew about the rain, so Connolly's pitted for fresh mediums, and that confuses me. Must have had some damage.
Probably so. Two Haas to stay out. Nobody's biting yet.
I'd say give it another couple of laps.
Bascom is right on the back of Kings. Mercedes versus Ferrari. Ooh, Bascom goes slow up Eau Rouge.
He had him
Trying
though,
not to spin it out.
till he slowed down. He's out of the RS though. King's got plenty.
Budweiser has front row seats at this battle right now.
Looking for damage if anyone's holding on to him. So they can do. Zampa doesn't have any damage. What about Dubsy? No.
Zappa's still not coming in. Budweiser gets a 3-second time penalty. Kings is the first one to bite.
They don't want a double stack, did they?
Budweiser came in right behind him.
Yeah, zip in the chat supporting Zampa.
Here comes Formula Maxim as well.
No, Bascom! He span. He's lost an end plate. Huge blow this is. Huge regrets that he didn't pit, I guess. See if Bascom's struggling. Let's look at the top 5 now. Someone else might have a bit of trouble.
Conley is still on mediums.
Hasn't learned from last time.
Why did Conley stay out on mediums?
I don't know, last time he stayed on, I lost a lot of time. Once again, just keep on the mediums. Clearly it is time to pit, based off Bascombe's spin. Bradley Johnson retires.
Bradley!
Budweiser's give up as well as 10-second penalty. Corner Cohen, he'll probably retire in the pits as well.
Oh, he has no front wing. Jeez.
Yeah, he'll retire in the pit. Everyone else will start pitting now.
Here goes Zappa, here goes Joe. Dub Z's right behind. Oh, Dub Z loses the back end before getting into the pits.
Is there any damage?
Nope, he's good. Bascom loses the back end a little bit too. Everybody's just on skates.
Bascom is having a lot of damage on his wing.
Joe jumps on Zappa in the pits.
Wow.
The Haas boys coming through for SSR Joe.
Well, he's got to flex Budweiser, still got Budweiser then. He's approaching the pit, so I assume he'll retire. Goes off track again. He doesn't even have a front
Zappa's
wing.
definitely not happy now.
Look at Budweiser's car. He doesn't have a wing. It's all gone. Into the pits. See me retires. It carries
He
on.
might just keep going for those points.
It will amaze me, but yeah, top 10. He's getting a replacement wing. DRS is now disabled. He's carrying on.
Ladies and gentlemen, never give up. Budweiser is continuing with this race. He wants those points.
Bex King's corner cutting penalty. "18 viewers ran out virtual safety car.
Budweiser retires.
What was he saying?
The heck?
Never give up, guys.
Wait, why did he wait so long to retire though?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if it was tire or damage or not. It says terminal damage.
Zappa's reeling in Joe. Budweiser had terminal damage?
Yeah, apparently. He must have crashed on the pit release. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, Zappa slowly but surely is reeling in SSR Joe.
I did bring this up earlier. I assume that Zampa put a wet setup on. So he knew it was raining. I don't think he knew it would be this upside down. Wet, dry. So we will catch up with quite a lot here. But take advantage.
It's bad on the setups too. Going wet, dry like that.
Do you have a follow from Jagger?
Because you don't know which one.
Just came. Who's the favourite of today's race? Well, let's ask Echo. Echo, who's the favourite? 9 people left.
I got Zampa reeling in Joe in this one for P1. And I can see the Haas boys closing out the podium.
I also have got Zampa. Joe and King's pretty quick, but Zampa does have the wet setups on. And it probably will be wet for the rest of the race. Maybe get dry towards the end.
which means we got Dub Z for P4, who's gonna pick the next track.
Pending penalties, of course, they could be a huge factor. Have a look at that actually.
But I don't see Maxim jumping though, because Maxim got a lot of penalties.
Wow, Maxim's got quite a lot actually. I think he's got 15 seconds worth of penalties, Maxim. Maxim's catching up to Halo.
Joe better look behind him, but Zampa, da-dum, da-dum, dun 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 dun.
Also, Fat Zampa's got a wet setup on. He's also got the quicker car. Renault's way quicker than a half.
Definitely got a wet setup.
Look at the pace here. Joe slowing. Just switch between the two. You'll see the pace between them.
Zampa is now in the inside in 1 second. Nope, this is not equal performance. This is unrealistic.
Honestly, the rules, the instructions of this, let's say Zampa wins this race, technically should be in the Williams for the next race. Total for 20 technically would be in the Mercedes, but I think if you retire you get put in the worst one anyway, so it's a bunch of confusing rules. We just sort of watch it and say what we see.
This is 3 races in a row I've been in McLaren, by the way.
But I mean, it's worked out well for you. So if you win, you get the worst car. Unless there's a bunch of retirements and you're sort of in the mid-range. Because I can't remember who won last race.
Zampa.
With Zampa one, yeah, he's in the Renault, which is clearly not the worst. So there's a lot of retirement. No, Zampa didn't win. He was in the commentary box with me. He retired earlier.
I just sworn I saw Zampa on the podium.
No, he retired in Japan. I was commentating. I'll have a look.
Alright.
Let's load it up. Skip to the end. It was Halo actually, I think. Yeah, it was Halo. And Tommy's in the Williams. Yeah, Condi came 4th.
Zampa reeling in SSR Joe, looking towards the outside. He breaks late, but they're still side by side, banging wheels. Joe sticks it out and still holds the position. Zampa really wants to hurry up and get past Joe and get rid of him. Joe is just holding him up. Can Joe let Kings know that he's holding Zampa up and Kings put on the pace?
He needs to get his rotate done before it starts getting dry again. The quicker he gets the rotate done, the quicker the gap he'll have, because we know he's faster.
Right, he's faster in the wets, but when it gets dry, those dry setups kick in. Joe and Kings are going to try to catch him. He has this in up Ruse to get that overtake done.
Well, take a look at Jersey RS. This probably explains why Zampa can't get it done. He's been reserving it for quite some time, and I've got a follow from Mate Gurnia. Thank you very much. Gained quite a lot. Look at the gap now, it's now nearly a second. Joe still isn't using his ERS.
Zappa disengaged, there you go. Save your ass, man. Halo gets a 3-second time penalty. Going up a Rouge, might have clipped the curb.
Is SSR on Xbox? Yes, we are. Quite a big community, all on Xbox.
Oh, Joe wobbles on the turn!
There's a mistake and Zampa can capitalise. But yeah, SR's Xbox only. We have 3 tiers of early racing on a weekday, on a weekend, sorry. Saturdays it's a double header, we have tier 2 and tier 1. And then the Sundays it is a tier 3. And we have this on a Wednesday. And we also have on a Thursday, which I commentate on as well, it's an F2 league. Yellow flag out. Amateur. In the gravel.
Any front wing damage?
Let's have a little look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Zampa, 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 there you go. Do not use that ERS, Zampa, no.
We also have not long announced in the Discord there's a team classic car league. I'm not too sure on many details or a date. They can't hear us. Yeah, we can't help them.
Commentators, no we can't.
Amateurs on the wets. They can't
Amateur
hear
on
us.
the wets, it's not even, there's no way. It's nearly not as wet for wet tires yet.
Maybe he's run out of inters.
Probably.
Oh, look how many
I mean, if
stops
Bloodwise is still on the track, I would expect him to run out of inters before Hammer Joe.
Bloodwise actually picked 6 times. Amateur's now on his 4th.
Zampa cannot afford to keep using this ERS like this. Joe is literally on 95% of ERS.
We nearly had the overtake though. Could still. Want to send it.
He's sending it on the outside. And it's turning to the inside turn.
I think
Can he
he's got
get it? No, Joe has the track position.
He
And
slowed
he
down.
gets right back in front of Zampa.
God, just send her on there, but let's go, go. No.
Kings is right there. He's closing the gap up to these two.
He gained 3 seconds of
Along
a few
with
laps.
Dub Z. Oh, we got a yellow flag.
It's a Dubsy. Something involved and Maxim overtook him.
Probably got a little wobbly up with Eau Rouge or in the straight. Zampa needs to just wait it out.
Joe's got 100%.
He cannot afford to use all this ERS. Just wait it out, man. I think if Zampa knew how much ERS Joe had, he would start being conservative.
But we can't
Both
help.
of the House boys are over 50%. Both of the House boys are over 50% of ERS.
Wow.
Zampa
so's
is going to be
Maxim.
stuck out of luck.
So's Dubsy. Baz comes near.
Oh my god. Zampa's the only one under 50%.
He is. You really, really,
Yo.
really wants to overtake Joe. You might actually. He's gaining. Same place. Nah. Unless he did some massive send.
Come on, man.
Rain is getting seriously heavy.
Yeah, it's starting to get heavy now. Halo picks up another 3-second time penalty. Zampa picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Well, that'll be costly. Maybe Joe's gonna. I won't check just yet.
Slowly but surely, Kings is starting to reel these two in, but he's stuck in 3-second mark.
Do you not write Kings off for this race then?
Hammer Joe picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Joe made
So
a
does
massive
Sub-Z.
mistake. Zampa overtakes.
Oh, Zampa on the inside. Joe is trying to keep it on the outside. Side by side, they go into the S.
They clash.
Joe gets right back in front of Zampa.
One little mistake. And Joe had to use a bit of VRS to catch up, but he's still got 100% now.
Zampa's trying to make the move. He's going on the inside.
This could go horribly wrong.
Joe
Like
slows down, but he goes wide.
It's giving a bit of an advantage actually. Zampa's had enough, he wants this done.
He's got to get it done now. Kings is under 2 seconds. He's pushing.
Take a look at Zampa's rear. Someone is approaching. I said they were working as a team.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Oh, Joe, corner cuts.
Joe gets a 3-second penalty.
This is getting interesting. Zampa's gaining. Oh, he said this.
Oh, Zampa dies down the inside. Can he get the move done? Joe keeps him behind.
I'm gonna change my batteries. Echo, entertain the stream.
Wait, what?
I'm changing my batteries. Entertain the stream.
Okay. Joe, but he cannot get the move done. Joe is still on 76% of ER. And you see Kings right behind him is picking up the pace. He is seized 1 and 2 in front of him. He's gonna hunt that Renault down.
Can't watch Zampa anymore because he's,
Hammer Joe's in the pits.
his engine's making a loud noise. Back up to the Inters. Let's put it with the noise. I think he's gonna send it again.
Oh, they're right there with each other. No, Kings is in
now.
front of him. Kings is right there on the back of Zampa. Now Zampa has 2 houses to worry about. But don't look too far down. As Formula Maxim and Dub Z are looking to make their moves to get up there in the fight. 10 left, 11 laps to go, people. Zampa gets a run on Joe.
Joe made a huge mistake
He's
there.
gonna, switch, he's gonna switch back to this side. 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 He's gonna switch back to this s I think I was a little aggressive on the defensive though. He cut Zappa's line completely off.
Could you imagine Kings does a double overtake at some point? The scenes.
The way these two are fighting, I can see it.
They could take each other out and
It's
then
getting
Dean's
really wet out there, guys. It's starting to pour out there.
one mistake and it's all over.
All three of these guys cannot afford a mistake. Kings especially, he sees two baits, two fresh meats he could just overtake at any given time when they mess up. Joe is doing a good job holding them up. Joe makes a mistake a little bit again. Zappa using the DRS to try to close the gap a little bit. Yo, we're going to see another dive bomb by Zappa. And he's going to be a little bit aggressive. Who's going to stick the shoulders out?
He's so
Who's going to
close.
get those elbows out? Joe goes to the inside and goes back to the outside. Zappa
Gosh.
gets it. He's going to try to cut off this line. They crash.
Kings!
Here comes Kings in the middle of them. Kings and Zappa side by side.
Three
Oh,
wide.
3 wide. The Haas boys get rid of the Renault. Zappa falls down to P3. Kings is looking to make a move on his teammate. Who's going to give way?
I think you'll get it done.
Kings got the move done. Joe's just going to tuck it behind him. Oh, Joe breaks early.
I'm looking at damage on Zampa, see if he's got any. He's okay. I think they're all okay.
They probably can't see a little bit because this rain is really picking up. I can imagine that spray is a lot. Zampa picks up another 3-second time penalty. That is not what he needs.
Maxim's closing up as well. And he has the ARS.
This might turn into a four driver battle.
Question is who pits first? Nobody. They won't pit. It's going to be wet to the end. These tyres can go for 20-30 laps because it's a 100% race.
2 Haas, a Renault, and a McLaren is catching them.
Time
Along
Kings
with
are
the
game.
Mercedes, who's not too far back. Kings is taking off with this. Already pulling the whole second gap.
Joe's pitting.
Oh, they're pitting for the wet tires. They're pitting for the wet tires.
King stays out so they don't double stack.
Maxim stays out. Dub Z stays out. Nah, they're going for 4 legs. These guys are actually going for it.
This is interesting.
Haas boys come through again. Joe stays right in front of Zampa. That is not what Zampa wanted.
Yeah, they just said they don't need to pit again. And they did. So I wonder what tyre is quicker. We'll see. Kings will have to pit. But I wonder what the gap will be. Because I think Joe will take the lead.
Joe is currently in effective P1 right now, along with Zampa right behind him.
And quickly look at penalties here. It's between the front 3. Don't write Max off there. But Kings, 5-second penalty, he's probably served that one at the pits.
Yellow in second 2. Zampa goes off!
He's gone into P6.
Zappa spun!
Lost an end plate as well.
And that might be all she wrote for Zampa's race. Wing damage. He has to come back in and fix that. Unless he wants to struggle.
It's not worth the struggle. His left end plate. There's quite a few left turns here. It's going to really affect him. If he wants to finish the race,
Yeah, he's really going to have to finish that. He's really going to have to pay for that. Katie's in Formula Maximum comes in for the pits.
Dubsy's stayed out.
Dubsy thinks it's not going to be that heavy for wets. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, the gap between Joe and Dubsy, 7 laps. You could hold on. I think he wants to take that risk. Maxim's ahead of Joe.
Zappa indeed comes in the...
Maxim pit earlier, and Joe is behind.
Wow. So the standings right now, we got Dubsy, Maxim, Joe, Bascom, as Joe gets on past Maxim. No contention for that one. Easy overtake. Zampa falls down to P7.
It's worth a risk, isn't it, for Dubsy? Opportunity to win the race. 13 seconds you've got to hold on to for 7 laps.
It doesn't look like Joe's closing up that much. It looks like he's losing time, actually.
Similar ERS for the two of them as well. Of course, Dubsy is winning the quicker car by quite some margin. It's Mercedes versus a Haas. Could help
Dubsy. All eyes is on you, man. What are you gonna do?
Also, King's pit for fresh inters. Yeah, Joe's losing time. This is Dubsy's to lose.
Bascom could potentially pick up P3. Unless his penalties equals Maxim's. Or Kings can go right behind these two and just pick up P3 off of penalties. Joe slows down up a ruse not to lose it. Bascom goes off and hits the wall.
End plate gone. The gift for Kings. Oh, Bascom's in a lot of trouble.
Conley comes through and takes P5.
Went there, so much pace and didn't pay off. Yeah, Joe's gained a second on Dobson. If he's gained a second a lap, it won't be enough.
He goes wide on that turn. I'm surprised that wasn't a 3-second time penalty again. Bascom gets a 10-second penalty.
Dubsy has 15 seconds worth of penalties. Joe has 9. Bascom might retire. I don't think it's worth it. Just finish the race. Get some points. He's gone quite a gap.
3-second penalty again. Oh, he's missing both end plates. Formula Maxim is catching SSR Joe. So now that Zampa's out of the question, who do you think is going to win this race? Is this Dubsy's race to lose? Or will Kings come from behind? Because he looks like he got some pace on those enters.
6 laps, 5 technically. 12 seconds the difference. Although Joe only needs to close in 6 more without getting any penalties. And Dubsy can't get any more penalties. Can't call it just yet. As one of them gets a penalty, then it's a much easier decision to make.
It's so easy. It's so easier to get a penalty around all spot in the wet though. So Dubsy's gonna be really careful, which means he's gonna be a lot slower in these turns.
With older tyres as well.
Yep, two to 4 is all new fresh tires, so it's gonna be a tough one. Let's see if Dubsy can pull this off. As Formula Match gets a 3-second time penalty.
I was watching that, he barely went off the curb as well. And he got a penalty.
Ooh, we got on the curb. Oh, King spun!
Kings. Kings can definitely not win this race now. Any damage?
Nope, no damage. He just clipped the curve and just lost it back in.
24
gave out on him.
seconds away from the leader. I don't see him winning it now. Zampa span, he blew it. King span, he's now blew it. Maxim, Joe, Dubsy. It's now 14
5 more laps
seconds
to go.
between Joe and Dubsy. Dubsy's using his ERS, he's burning at 21 views. Welcome everyone, if you're new, drop a follow. It's Dubsy's to lose.
SSR Joe is still at 100% of ERS. Maximum is at 60.
Lap 40 of 44. We're an hour and 47 minutes into the stream. It's been a long one, we're nearly at the end. Huge endurance for all our drivers. Except for Total 420. He was out lap 1.
Hammer Joe picks up another 3-second time penalty.
It's not all bad for Kings, he could pick next week's track. And I know he'll pick something different. We had a conversation. He doesn't like the basic tracks.
He picks Monaco, I'm not racing. He picks Monaco, I'm not racing. Screw that.
Nah, he's picked something like, I don't know, Mexico, USA, something different.
USA would be nice.
It would. Hammer Joe.
Dubsy is out of ERS for this lap. Hammer Joe gets a 10-second time penalty.
Oh no, not Mexico, please no. What? What's wrong with Mexico? It's the best track in the game.
Chad, I think this man's smoking. Mexico, best track in game. Yeah, okay.
What? I love it.
I hate it.
Left down for 1 on it, but I love it.
Okay.
I just like the downhill bit, and I got the Mexico sign with all the fans, it's nice. Amateur has just give up, he's got a 10-second penalty and now another 5-second.
Can we get a black flag going out for the Williams?
Let's have a look at these penalties, let's total them up. Penalty, there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and some 5-second and 10-second penalties there. He's close to disqualification, to be honest. I think we kind of messed up. I remember we said, who's the favourite to win the race? We said Zampa. Yeah. It's now Dubsy.
Oh yeah.
Dubsy's to lose now. There's 3 laps to go. One spin, and it's done.
Yeah, unlike the dry, wet, when you spin out, it's hard to get those tires back in place. I'm a joke, it's a 10-second penalty.
Do you think he's give up? Just get some points there, man.
Fastest lap will go to Zampa though. The 147.8 is the fastest lap.
Yeah,
Everybody else is putting up a 149.
So it's like 2-minute laps. So Zampa's got some.
Oh, I thought that he was going to pick up a penalty at that. Got a little T going up on Rouge.
I just saw Dubsy's sector 1 there. 2.5 seconds slower than his last lap. It's incredible. So Joey's gaining. It's just not enough.
Did you say Joe's gaining?
He gained a second, but he's now losing it again.
Yeah, he just... Oh, Zampa gets a big second time penalty. But yeah, Joe just lost out a whole 10th. Now he lost 2 tenths now. Yeah, Joe is losing grounds. I don't think much was the move.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Joe is low on fuel. I saw it flashing yellow.
He's going a lot slower. Just hasn't managed his fuel right. Can't have that final push.
Kings actually still pick up P3 if he keeps it clean.
I'll look at the penalties between them two actually. Max and Kings. Kings has been clean, got 5 seconds to serve that. The pairs is 3 there. So Kings only got 3 seconds. Maxim 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 18, 21 for Maxim. Kings is in third.
So he. So Kings would get third, and Conley would get P4.
Pretty much. Obviously got a 3 second penalty then. So did Joe.
No. Joe got a 3 second penalty.
Doesn't mean anything.
He got a breath of fresh air. He got relief on that one.
It's probably asking Jeff constantly though. No, it's too sweet. I thought so. Just don't know when I said that. I had regret when I said it. Could be safe to say that Dubsy has won this race. But I don't want to commentate a cursor.
Basco picks up a 3 second time penalty.
Just does 100%. Technically Conley's going to be picking next week's track as well. Unless something happens, because Maxim's going to drop down the pile for them penalties. It's 21 seconds worth of penalties.
That means Conley will be on the pick.
Well, he picked this track.
You said what?
He picked this track. I hope they don't pick something that's already been picked though. I hope there's a rule behind that. We are on the final lap. 14.6 seconds separate Dubsy and Joe.
All eyes are staring at Joe. Can he bring it home? He was unsure about this race, but can he bring it home and win?
Please don't spin
This will be his
Dubsy.
first win too, right?
I think so. I don't think he's won an SSR. This will count. It's not just the leagues. No one expects him to win. We all expected either Joe, Kings, and Zampa. 10 laps ago, they were going three wide and in turn 1. And now Dubsy out of nowhere. In the lead. Kings got a penalty. Will not matter. It's only second.
And I quote, Dubsy did say in the Discord, this room is far too fast. Hope the Mercedes has super fast autopilot. Well, Dubsy, looks like that autopilot did kick in for you, man.
He's just about to finish through Sector 2. One more to go. You've won your first race in SSR. Breezy, that is Dubsy's son actually in the chat. Rooting for Dubsy. This will be his first.
Always wanted to commentate and do this one part. I always wanted to do this one part.
You're taking it now. Go for it. I'm shushing.
Around the final turn, Dubsy with his first ever win in SSR. He takes it home for the Mercedes. We got Joe coming around the final turn, Formula Maxim right behind him. Joe is gonna come home and take P2. Formula Maxim finished in P3, but King shows both of them and gets P2. Conley jumps Formula Maxim and gets P4, so he would have next pick for next week's race. Once again. Zampa comes around. P6 for Zampa. A tough race, but still comes out in P6. Bascom comes home for P7. A solid day for Williams, P8 and P9. Despite all the penalties, despite all the drama, they still come home for double points. But ladies and gentlemen, your first ever win in his SSR career, Dubsy takes it in Spa. In a difficult condition too, wet, dry, wet, takes it home.
I've sent out the invites for the interviews. I hope you got questions, Echo.
You know what?
Hope you got questions. It's interview time. This race is done.
Dubsy, how does it feel, man? How does it feel? Your first ever win in SSR. How does it feel, man? Woo! I remember you said in the Discord, you said hold the Mercedes had autopilot. You think that autopilot kicked in for you?
Trying to get Conley
man.
out 4th place.
So we got Kings and P2. Kings, tell us about your race, man.
I don't think I should have pitted that well, because that messed it up, and then I got a penalty on the last lap. Without that, I would have got the win. Oh man.
Dubsy, you didn't tick the box.
Oh, Dubsy, you didn't check the box.
We're redoing the interview. We're redoing it. Dubsy. Party. You going to the party?
Party.
You guys include audio.
Gentlemen, hello.
Hello. Echo, ask the
Hello?
questions again.
Hello.
Go. We redo it.
All right, check. Can you hear him?
I hear you. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Is Formula Max on here yet? Because I'm gonna apologize. I hit him in the first corner.
I'll get him in.
Still can't hear him.
Well, we're getting everybody
got me now,
here.
guys.
This is supposed
Hello.
to be fucking podium interview, man.
And fourth, because the next week's track's got to be picked. I'm letting Echo ask that question.
Hey, Max, I'm sorry about that on that corner.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Can you guys still not hear him?
Hello?
The person who said hello is
Technical
Dubsy.
difficulty in that.
That is Dubsy saying hello.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna hold Dubsy for last because I want him to be, this is his first ever win, so we gonna have him for last. Oh, Pierre Gasly right there. All right, Kings, Joe, double has podium. How do you guys feel?
Hey, good for Jake.
Yeah, kind of
Just
good
get out
for
with the
Jake,
freeway
man.
now.
Yeah.
Did we get any Haas team orders? Because we saw you guys was like switching positions on the first. On the going up a Rouge.
Nah, not really. I mean, King's just played himself a little bit. Not gonna lie. He let me by. Didn't realize we were gonna pit again for wets. So, yeah, kind of tough. But I still didn't veto for penalties. I just couldn't keep it on the track. But yeah, what can you do?
Well, despite all of that, still got a double Haas podium. So congratulations to you guys, Conley.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick, man. We gonna get to you real quick. I got a lot of questions for you. Maxim. What happened, man? You was keeping it there the whole race, but lost it on penalties. Can you tell us about your race?
So,
Earth to Maxim. I guess Maxim's not here. Yeah, Maxim's not really talking, guys. So, I don't know. All right, skip him. Now we get to Conley. Man that was all the way in the back. He still comes home for P4. And once again, just choose the next track.
Oh, that's right.
Tell us about your race.
Singapore.
Mexico.
God, the race was solid, and then that restart. I don't know. That was kind of a cluster. Everybody started to pass it up. I don't know about the rules about that. I don't think that's anyway. So I hit Maxim on the first corner and totally bummed about it. I let him pass like twice because I was just hoping that I was being courteous. But then I just couldn't catch anybody. I just like couldn't catch anybody. So I was really upset about that. Anyway. But yeah, the setup race is long and fun, so all good.
Well, despite all of that, you still come home in P4. I know you're excited about that, despite feeling like you had like mediocre pace. Still came home, and now, the moment of truth, the question that all of us wants to know: what is your pick for the next track?
Spain.
Yes. Fuck. All right. Yes.
Mexico.
Yes.
Mexico.
Spain. No.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Can't do that.
That's gonna be like
Thanks,
full concentration for 2 hours.
So we got Spain for the next track. Jamie, any last words, man?
Well, it's been a pleasure. We've had quite a lot of views. Peaked at 22. Thank you for jumping in, Echo. Got me some company. You've nailed it throughout the whole race towards the end. Well done, everyone watching. Well done, everyone racing. Next week we'll be here in Spain. Tomorrow though, Thursday, 10 p.m. UK time, we're here again with the F2 League. What track are we in, guys?
Oh, Canada.
Canada! We'll see you there next week. I'm going to go and do that thing where it says end in stream. So I need to get that link. So thank you for watching, people. I'll run an ad. You know, because some people need the dollar. I'll see you next week. It says successfully started ad. So everyone's watching an ad, but some people probably still hear me because of ad blockers. So I'm going to just click this link here.
We're already having mixed feelings about us maybe in the next race.
It's not that bad. 60 something.
Oh man, give me a solid car. You, I see.